Recently, a Warzone streamer by the name of Nadia openly and proudly doxed one of her fans during a live stream, merely over a joke donation which wrongfully resulted in a 14-day ban of her Twitch account. I say wrongfully because it should have resulted in a permanent ban, since during said clip she not only doxes her fan.
So I just want to say, Daddy Slayer, I know you used your name as Daddy Slayer and you said enjoy using cheats, but what you don't know is that when you send me money on PayPal, it actually gives me your full name. So Charlie, thank you for the $1 dono, Charlie.
But also goes the extra mile and directly incites harassment against said individual.
I hope that for whatever reason, you find actual time to do something in your fucking life, because now you look like a fucking idiot. Again, Charlie. In space, if anyone wants to know. And don't know, appreciate that. That will go towards my McDonald's Happy Meal fund. Appreciate that again, man.
Now, I think we can all agree Twitch should have permanently banned her over this, as it's completely unacceptable to be pulling this shit, especially as a large content creator. But instead of that, they gave her a 14-day suspension that lasted a total of 5 hours before being revoked.
Hi guys, so this is my first vlog ever, and I really wanted to record the morning and show you guys a little bit of what I do in the morning.
I wish I was joking. You have a Twitch streamer with over 540,000 followers openly doxing a fan of hers, obviously breaking Twitch TOS, and all they did in response was quite literally nothing. You're probably wondering what joke was made in the donation, not that it would make it right regardless. Well, it was a joke she non-stop makes on her own TikTok account in order to promote her content, and I mean she makes the I am a cheater joke so frequently to the point it is her entire brand.
To the haters who think I'm hacking, I am live right now showing my Cronus while I'm playing. So no one can ever say I'm a cheater again. I downloaded this thing called Walls for the very first time, and this is what happened. Yo, how did you know? Like, I know you're here, but how do you know, Mary? Do you have the same thing? This is the clip that exposed me for hacking. My account just got banned by Call of Duty. Now I have no choice but to cut the act and tell the truth. I am hacking. I decided to turn off the aimbot for one day to see what I do, and I hit one of the nastiest clips you'll ever see. Apparently, every streamer uses a VPN for bot lobbies. So I decided to download one for the very first time, and this is what happened. Apparently, someone took my place as the best female Warzone player. Let's go see if that's true. I still think I'm better. This is an announcement to everyone who keeps writing mean things about me and saying that I'm cheating. I just wanted to say I'm sorry, and I understand your frustration. I wouldn't know how to react as well if I was extremely insecure and dog shit at a video game. And then on top of that, seeing a woman do better than me, it is a hard reality to accept.
Without the joke cheating allegations she started, her career would not exist. The only other rise to fame she can claim is when people called her out for a truly bafflingly bad attempt to fake a swatting against herself.
We need 5 more subs to hit that goal. Somebody give her those 5 subs. Come on now. Let's get that hype train going. Let's go. Come on, guys.
In short, if you haven't figured out by now, this is a channel dedicated to taking advantage of any controversy she can spark. Only this time it almost ended her career. And how exactly did she respond to the backlash she rightfully received after sending people to harass a viewer of hers for giving her money? Well, she initially pretended to not know why she was banned via stating, got banned on Twitch for 14 days for sharing personal information, whatever that means. Cool. You know, it's always a good sign when you see countless hidden replies from people explaining the reasoning behind what would have been a rightful ban. Everyone knows you can't go around doxing your fucking viewers whenever you feel like it. Although I guess according to Twitch themselves, you are allowed to do that now since they unbanned her. I'm sure that doesn't set any bad precedents whatsoever. Like someone allegedly doxing her in Twitch chat with 0 repercussions. Purely watching the clip of her doxing a viewer in and of itself shows she did it intentionally and she knew exactly what she was doing. There's no room for her to go, oh yeah, I just didn't know what I was doing. It was the most blatant malicious dox possible in that situation. Oh, and if you thought that response to everything was absurdly bad, you are going to love her response video video, where she not only plays the victim but also tries to twist the situation in order to make herself look better. I mean, let's be honest here, it truly wouldn't be a YouTube apology video without a load of horseshit bundled alongside a deep as well as sad and thought-provoking script, of course on par with Disney Channel level writing. So without further delay, I'll let her dreadful non-apology video play.
I woke up this morning and I got a knock from my roommate Dante telling me that I was banned on Twitch. I was very confused. I really didn't understand what happened. I mean, I just woke up and to be honest, I thought he was like pranking me for a second and looked at my phone with a bunch of messages saying that I was banned. I was terrified. Like, I can't imagine what I do in 2 weeks of not streaming. I love streaming. I don't even like to take days off because how much I love it. I look forward to this every day. So when I saw that, I genuinely was scared and it was probably one of the most terrifying moments of my life.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Man, it just wouldn't be a YouTuber apology video without pulling the good old sympathy card. Apparently it's just impossible to come out and say I fucked up, and to simply own up to your shit straight away, without trying to guilt trip your fanbase every 2 seconds. It should not be this goddamn difficult for these people to just admit their wrongs, without playing the victim. I do not care that you were scared to receive the consequences of your own actions. That is a good thing. You should be scared of doxing people at the very least because of the consequences of doing such a deplorable thing.
I got banned for sharing personal information about somebody. So I kept getting a donation that popped up on my stream labels and it was a person that was sending me hate and the name was anonymous and they did it 4 times. I was confused because one, I'm just like, okay, the first time, you know, I do get hate on donations sometimes because, you know, they think it's funny to just have it pop up on the screen and I usually do get that. This is not new. But I haven't had somebody do it 4 times in a row. When I saw that, I was honestly really irritated.
Nadia claims this was a hate donation, but it wasn't. It easily could have been from a fan of hers because guess what? She is actively on TikTok directing people to her streams based off of the joke cheating allegations.
A lot of people have been saying I'm using a foot pedal to enable my aimbot. So I am live right now doing a foot camera while I play the game. To everyone who thinks I am hacking, I am live right now showing all of my monitors while I play Call of Duty Warzone. I did a controller cam and I had a bunch of comments claiming that those weren't my real hands and I need to come forward. You're right. This clip is the true controller cam.
You cannot be sitting here acting like you are some kind of a fucking victim when you are actively encouraging people to come to your streams due to the joke cheating allegations. You are arguably the main person who is initiating these kinds of joking donations, and you are undeniably the cause of them in this scenario. What you're saying here doesn't excuse anything at all, and it's only here as a means to negate some of the backlash instead of properly addressing what you did. Also, them donating money 4 times doesn't make what you did any better. Frankly, I don't care to hear your bullshit sob story that was only created when the backlash became too much to ignore. If someone came to my stream giving me shit and donated each time, I would not give a single fuck. They're giving me money at the end of the day. I would especially not get offended if they were making jokes that I was actively encouraging people to make myself.
And in a moment of weakness, I said, when you get a donation on your phone, the name of the person pops up. So I said the person's first and last name. And I just want to point out that all I did was say his first and last name. I know that there's rumors going around that I leaked the address of the person, but I didn't. I only said their first and last name.
That is not the only thing you did. You directly incited harassment against them and essentially directly told people to go look up their information when you spelt out his name and then proceeded to say this.
If anyone wants to know.
That is not just saying someone's first and last name. That is explicitly encouraging people to go harass the donator, which they certainly could do. Leaking someone's first and last name is not merely leaking their first and last name. With those 2 things, you can easily find more information like their phone number, home address, family members, and so on. Especially if they are in fact a resident of the US. It is stupidly easy to find more information about someone solely based off of their first and last name. And I personally don't believe for a a second that you don't know this, as someone in the gaming industry who obviously would have to deal with that sort of thing every now and then. You knew exactly what you were doing, that's why you did it. It was not a quote-unquote moment of weakness like you're claiming. You clearly thought out what you were doing and intentionally maliciously doxed one of your viewers.
And I should have played into it how I normally play into like hate comments and stuff, how I troll them back, but I didn't. And like I said, in a moment of weakness, I kind of just said what was on my mind, and I realize now that I shouldn't have done that. This year has been one of the craziest years of my life, and there's a lot of stuff that happened to me. You know, with streaming, I blew up. My life has changed completely. And with that came a lot of good things, but then also, you know, the hate that came along with it. And I mean, like, if you go look at my TikTok comments right now, they're mostly hate. And I do play into it. I'm not trying to play the victim card.
A lot of this response video sounds good on paper so long as you ignore all of the context. Like the fact that this is not her first time responding to the situation, and initially she did in fact try to play the victim, and did in this video as well. Furthermore, pretending like these are hate comments is beyond disingenuous. This is your fan base. I don't know if you're in denial of something, but your fan base is evidently built up off of self-aware jokes about the cheating allegations. Why is it somehow only okay for you to be making these kinds of jokes, but not the audience you are meant to be laughing with when you make said jokes? I can unequivocally emphasize with the fact that blowing up to a massive degree in 1 year comes with an absurd amount of extra responsibilities, of which you just didn't have before. I'm someone who gained over 170,000 subscribers pretty much overnight earlier this year, and adjusting to that exposure is interesting, but at no fucking point did the adjustments include not doxing a viewer of mine. That isn't one of those extra responsibilities. It is basic common sense that you should not dox your viewers at any channel size, especially when they are bloody donating money to you. All in all, this isn't something I believe someone should be allowed a second chance on. It was clearly a thought out malicious dox of one of her viewers, and when initially called out on it, she hides the replies and pretends as if nothing at all happened, whilst playing the victim card via acting like Twitch banned her for no reason. And I just want to point out this video was not well received at all. Right now it's sitting at around 2.2k likes with around 13,000 dislikes. But you'll notice in the comment section, pretty much every comment is positive. So she very clearly has not learnt her lesson here. And the semi-apology video is a load of horseshit, since she's still censoring the replies even on her response video. Bear in mind this supposed apology-esque style video was uploaded on the same day as she got banned. Within not even a single day, she went from hiding replies on Twitter to pretend like she did nothing wrong to this video. Only when the backlash became unavoidable and unhideable did she suddenly decide what she did was wrong, and that maybe it was a bad idea. Nadia initially got stupidly lucky when she was merely given a 2-week suspension after doxing a donator, let alone being let off the hook entirely. Stuff like this should always result in permabans. You cannot go around attacking your donators, your fans, your viewers, and so on and so forth whenever you like, then pretend as if nothing happened, and then only apologize when it became completely unavoidable. Now the rest of her video is essentially 30 seconds of her just saying I'm still learning and repeating basically everything she just said alongside thanking Twitch, which means I'm going to end the video here since I've said all I wanted to say and there's nothing else to really discuss. So with all that being said, please do not forget to do all the things YouTubers love to pay you to do, aka check out the Discord server, the Twitter, as well as like, comment and subscribe. So I will see you all in the next video.